What's up, guys? Rapid Chess on chess.com. We're playing 10-minute games. I'm going to jump right in and let's see if we can get some points back. I think we were 23-30 something last time and ended up losing some points. So hopefully we can do a little better tonight. Breaking 1500 is my new course. It opens on July 15th for 5 days. And so definitely be on the lookout for that. Okay, Jax is best. Plays e4. Let's play the Scandinavian. And we'll see if we can get the Portuguese gambit or Portuguese variation, whatever you want to call it. So we start with the knight. Obviously, we're trying to either take back the pawn or in some cases bring out the bishop to attack the queen. And usually I will play that against the move d4. Okay, there you go. So bishop to g4. And we lose a tempo if they play f3, but then we create weaknesses. So white's trying to avoid the weaknesses, so they go for this line instead. And I think usually I'll just take it and then take back here with the queen. So we do have an attack. It's pretty easy for white to deal with it with knight f3. And that's what they do. Okay. So there's a move here, c4, and you have to understand where's the queen going to go. So I think I'm going to play e6. And because sometimes if you play knight c6, they play c4, d5, and then your knight has to like find a place to go. But let's see, this should be fine. Yeah, so if I play knight c6, c4, queen h5, d5, do I get into trouble? Because the pin. Yeah, I think that might not be ideal. Let's see, is there a tactic though? Wait a second, do I have this move? Actually, I might have a little tactic there, so maybe we can get away with this. So c4, I think we have knight takes d4. And they can't take my queen because I take their queen. I mean, they can, but I'm happy with that. So, yeah, tactically. So this is like a good skill to have, right? Like, you want to play a move. I want to play knight c6, but there's a move that I'm worried about. But if you can find a tactic to make it work, then you're good to go. And so I think that's what we did there. So bishop e3, so he's defending that. So now that's no longer an option for me, so I do have to watch out for this move. So should I just castle and then play queen over to h5? Yeah, it looks pretty good. Castling is good because it gets away from the queen. Also adds an attacker here. And now I think we can meet c4 with just queen somewhere over here. I mean, really, we could go anywhere. Queen a5, queen h5, queen f5. Accelerator, what's going on? Jack Does Puzzles, hey. Too Honest, how's it going? Right hand shot. Matt, good to see you. Tyrone, Dutch. Hey, Alan, what's going on? Good to see you guys. So does play c4, okay. And now we can't do this anymore because he just takes my knight and I lose a piece. So we have to move. I think I want to go here and try to be aggressive. That's how I usually like to play. So let's just stay in the same style. Hey, Matthew, what's going on? Knight c3. Okay, so the first question we want to ask is like, can we do any tactics here? But no, it's defended by the knight. It's defended well enough, so I don't think that works. Always want to check, though. There's h6, g5. There's just developing the piece. This is a little bit slow, but if I get the pawn to g4, that'd be really nice. I don't think we can get away with just sacrificing it right away. I could play rook g8 instead. Maybe that's more useful than h6. Is that a more useful move? I think it maybe is. Let's... I mean, I say that, but I'm not sure if I need to worry about knight g5. Let's go rook g8. I think I hear a kid. I just was making sure they were okay. So yeah, let's go rook g8. We're going to try to play g5, g4, which is pretty annoying for white here. And I don't know what white's going to do. I mean, maybe they're going to try to attack me over here. I don't think they can really get away with this right now. If they move the knight somewhere to try to trade queens, might be a strategy. Although if you move the knight, maybe the pawn is weak. So it's kind of a tricky position, actually. Hey, Andrew. Thank you. Hey, Mark. What's going on? Good to see you. First time catching me live. Hey, welcome. Good to see you here. Thank you, Survivor. All right, so White's taking their time here. Probably smart decision. I think it's getting to be a critical moment here pretty soon, I think. No, I'm not playing viewers. I'm just playing random people on chess.com right now in Rapid. Okay, rook to d1. So he's going to focus on maybe pushing here and kind of in the center. So I think we can just continue. I'm just trying to calculate what exactly happens after d5. Because this is an annoying move, actually, because the knight has to go somewhere. Where does it go, though? I mean, I say that. What if I ignore it? What if I ignore it? Yeah, maybe we could just do that. Very tricky position. Or I could just pause and kind of develop here. Or maybe I just play 90. Actually, what if I just do that? Ah, okay, because if... The problem is that g5 blocks my queen, right? So I can't go 95, because that would be a nice move, I think, to meet d5. Interesting. How much do I care? That's really the question. There's also this idea of, okay, never mind, he's going to do this. So here's what I'm thinking. We sack the knight, but then we get this. Yes, there's a check. There's a check, but it's not really that dangerous. And then we have a pawn here. We can sneak in for checkmate or something. That's what I'm thinking anyway. Now, I could also take here, but I feel like that opens up my king more, so I don't think I want to make that trade. I don't think I'm missing anything here. It's a risky move, but I think we can do this. So what's the point? We lose a knight, but we get a knight. That's just a trade. Now, there's going to be some pressure here that white has, but I'm also threatening a queen and threatening this, right? So it goes both ways. I'm not seeing like a clear way that white checkmates me or anything, so I think I can get away with it. Of course, if it was a longer time control game, I would think more carefully through more stuff, but sometimes in these 10-minute games, you can just kind of go on your instinct. You calculate a few critical things, and then you use your intuition, basically. I mean, they don't have to take. I guess that's what they're thinking about. They could save the knight. Just move the knight somewhere. Takes. If you go check, I'll probably just take it. Can't do that because the queen's hanging. You can't take that because it's pinned. So you could trade first and then take here. Oh, that's actually interesting because then I'm... Okay, never mind. Never mind. Let's see. My instinct tells me I should move here. If I take... I mean, taking also seems reasonable, but this just seems really good because knight f3 is a big deal, right? Knight f3 is a very big deal. Very, very powerful threat. Why? Because if you take with the pawn, I take here with the discovered check, and then I win the queen. If you take with the knight, I take here anyway with a fork. And so, yeah, that's a huge threat. It's a huge threat. Now, white could probably... I wonder if they can just sidestep to get away from the tactics. I don't know, but because then I can go maybe bishop d6 to start setting up some checkmate stuff there. It's not that simple for white. Bishop d6 is a good idea. Because if you go bishop d6 and you get knight f3, you have checkmate and you're defending it with both pieces, right? You're defending it with the knight and you're defending it with the bishop. So you couldn't like block the bishop, it's still checkmate. You couldn't take the knight, it's still checkmate. So you would have to... You could take with the knight. Oh, bishop f4. So wait, what happens on this move? Check. If you take, I'm happy. If you take, I get a fork. Am I missing something here, guys? Queen e5. Okay, I'll just trade, check, move the knight away. Knight f3? It looks good. I mean, I'm not... Am I missing something? Oh, is he going to just try to move his king? Is that the idea? Ah. Because he's defending this way. Interesting. Oh, but I have e5. Yeah, we have e5 if that. Okay, so maybe... I think it's good. I think it's good. Do people blunder at this elo? Yes. Yes, they do, especially as you get towards the end and the time gets lower. But it's much more rare. So like, if you're 800 elo, it happens pretty much every game. If you're 1400, probably happens 2 or 3 times a game. If you're 1800, probably happens like once, maybe twice. 2000, maybe once, and then here like every couple games, maybe 1 in like 5 games or something, you'll see a blunder. So yeah, it does happen. I mean, if you watch me, I'll make mistakes too from time to time. So e5. E5 is a fork. Now, if they take this, I don't know, maybe this way. It looks pretty good though, right? So e5. If I take this, then I lose the defender, so I can't do that. Yeah, I think we... go for the fork. I think we go for the fork. White's probably going to take my knight with one of these pieces. He takes with the knight. I think we just take here. Takes with the pawn. I think either way I look at it, I'm going to probably take the bishop. Because the bishop is a nice defender and an attacker. Yeah, so I think we want to get rid of that guy. I mean, I could take that, but why? No, I don't think that's as good. Let's do this. Let's take the bishop. So we're threatening g3, I think. g3 is the major threat because there's checkmate here. If you take, I just recapture, or maybe even the rook comes in. So g3. White doesn't really have any major threats, I don't think. Oh, what? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. If we take with the knight, he wants to play f3 maybe? 93. That looks good. Oh, we could also just take with the rook. I wonder if I could throw in this move, if that's actually... Because then if you take here, I take... How do you stop the checkmate? So rook e8. Okay, rook e8, then we take. Maybe that's... Is it better though? I mean, this is really good too. This is really good too. No, that might be even better. That might be even better. Oh, wait, my queen's under attack. I can't do that. Never mind. Yeah, that's a blunder. I can't do that. All right. I really thought I could play rook e8. Never mind. We got to take, obviously. Okay. This is not bad, but I think I want the knight to go there. Yeah, I think I want the knight. I almost blundered right there. I was about to play rook e8. Speaking of blunders. All right, so checkmate. I think f3 is... Well, knight f3, I guess, is a move, but... I guess knight f3 is a legitimate move, so both of these probably would work. f3, I think we go knight e3 quickly. I don't think we need to waste time on that one. Knight f3, I'm not sure what I'm going to play. Bishop c5. Knight e4, we bring a rook over. Or bishop d6. Okay, goes with f3. Let's just scan. No big mistakes. Knight e3. Okay, so bishop c5, bishop d6, bishop... let's see. Where would I rather that bishop to be? Here, knight b3, though, is kind of annoying. But then the knight's maybe out of place, so let's do it. We'll go bishop here. If the knight goes to b3, I think I'm just going to probably go back somewhere. Just get away, because I don't want to get trapped over here. So I think we just go all the way back. And I'm basically saying I don't think the knight's as good on b3 as it was on d4. That's why I didn't just go here right away. I did this little deal. And what's my next move going to be? Ooh, rook g6 takes this way and then swing the rook over, line up here. Not too bad. Trying to go there. I could play f5 if I want. Yeah, do I want to play it? I don't know. I'm going to do this. I don't want to lose on time, so I'm going to just make a move. My idea is I could double up or take this way and swing over here. Put the pressure on h2. That's my idea. Okay, we have this, we have this. How do we increase the pressure is the big question here. Like, I could move my king over here. I think that's maybe a little safer. But if we trade queens, I would want it to be more to the center. How do I increase the pressure? I don't really know. F5 maybe? There is knight b3 though. Oh, b4. All right, I think we can go here. Now I'm looking to move the knight and take the rook, maybe. Oh, what's happening? What's happening? I want to go rook e8. Ooh, knight c5. Yikes. Sometimes you just gotta force yourself to make a move, even if you don't have time to calculate everything. That was one of those games, right? Like back here, I was like, I just gotta move. I just have to do it. I wasn't really able to calculate everything that I wanted to, but you have to, or you're gonna lose on time. Oh, okay. What a game to get started with, man. 79. Not awesome. What's this blunder? We had a brilliant move and a blunder. Let's check the brilliant move and blunder. Brilliant move was... knight f3. Okay. Cool. And then blunder. Queen h3? Yeah, it was one of those blunders that's kind of hard to tell why it's a blunder. Oh, just because I lose the pawn here. Okay. Yeah, I see. All right, good warm-up game. Let's go. Let's go. Let's play e4. Bet kid, 2280. Ooh, a French defense. All right. I'm going to... What should I play? Should I play the... Yeah, we'll go bishop e3. I like this one against the French. I really don't like the French, so I try to avoid the main lines at all costs. So that's why I play all this wild stuff. What are they thinking about? Oh, they're typing to me. Okay. I get it. Oh, b6. Okay, that's not the French. I could probably still play this, though. Usually what they like to do is play bishop here and pin your knight and attack here. I think I'm going to do this. D5. Okay, so if we push, it's sort of like a weird French where the bishop's over here. I'm just not super familiar with those types of positions. So I don't really love that option. I think I'd rather go knight to d2. I think. Let's see. Takes. Let's just make sure there's no tricks. I think we're okay. I think we're okay. This is like a very tricky line. There's all sorts of weird, you know, stuff you have to watch out for with traps and stuff. But I think we're okay right now. So knight f6, right? You know what? I wasn't really going to play this, but now it kicks the knight. That black's pretty cramped. I could play f4 knight here. Either that or I go bishop d3. Takes, check. I don't think it works, so I think we're okay. Let's just... Bishop d3, c5, c3, takes. Yeah, I think this is okay. I don't want to spend too much time. I have this problem against the French. I spent so much time early trying to figure something out, and then I lose on time later. Wait, what? Oh, he's gonna take first. Wait a second. Okay, I really didn't think this trick worked. If I take with the bishop and he goes here, I have bishop f2. If he trades first and then goes there, I have knight f2 or knight g3. Yeah, so I think that's a mistake. I'm pretty sure that's a mistake. This is a common idea, though, of this trap here. But I have knight f2 or knight g3. Yeah, knight g3, bishop d6. Maybe knight f2 is just a simple and easy way to do it. Knight f2. Oh, there you go. There you go. All right. Let's check the game review. I guess we're going to have a good accuracy there. There you go. 95. So it was a mistake. And cool. All right. I'll let my opponent have a rematch since it happened so quickly. D4. D4. What are we going to play against D4? Let's just keep it simple. I don't want to overthink this. Let's just keep it simple. Oh, the London. Oh, man. All right. Let's play knight f6. Let's just, I don't know. We'll just do something real simple. I don't want to think in the opening here. I'm just going to get to the middle game and then see what happens. Let's go bishop d6. Okay. Doesn't want to trade. Let me just castle. It seems like a safe move. Let me go knight to d7. Of course, if they take now, I'll take back with a pawn. I want to play e5. Can't do it just yet. Can't do it just yet. Now, I think they're going to play knight e5 here, though. Yeah. So, probably we should try to pressure on d4 now. Just got to watch out for the tactics here. Yeah, it's already an unpleasant position. Don't love this. Don't love this, actually. I really want to play here, but I can't. I can't do it. So what do I play? Let me go back here. I want to defend my bishop so I can play c5. Right, otherwise there's a tactic, I think. Let's go c5. Oh, f4. Okay, interesting. What about queen b6? So obviously we're putting some pressure here, but also along this diagonal. And like, for example, if white tries to castle, then their king's going to be lined up. Okay, they're trying to trade. I could go here. Takes, takes. Is that a good position or not? Not really familiar with that kind of position, so I don't know if that's a good or bad idea. If we take, they would take this way. That seems pretty good for white. I don't think I want to do that. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. We get the doubled pawns, but we do have the file, and maybe we could push this guy. So let's go b5. Okay. Now they castle. We could go b4. What's the point? I don't really know. Yeah, this is really not the kind of position that I know what I'm doing in. So that's unfortunate. Bishop's really bad. I could still just put it there. Just so that my rooks are connected. Okay. It's like a big pawn, right? It's like a big pawn. A 3-point pawn. But, I mean, white's dark squared bishop's not doing a ton either, so. There's not really any way to break through here, I don't think. So I think I have to focus over here. Probably going to move this back and play f6 to kick the knight and try to play e5. I think that's decent plan. Not really seeing much else. Because if I go... Oh, he takes it. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. I feel like that's got to be decent for me because that bishop was so bad. Obviously, we don't want to allow this. Could just move my knight back, or I could take. That looks good for white. I don't think we should take that. So I move the knight back, or I go... Oh, what about here? E5... Takes. This is a hard position for me to play. I'm not used to playing positions like this. Well, we'll give it a shot. So E5, I think we take, and just move the bishop. Opposite colored bishops, though. Don't love that. All right, so he pushes by. I think... I mean, it's actually debatable if I want to make that trade. It's actually very debatable. It looks like a bad bishop, but I could just envision this bishop actually becoming a monster later, so I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it. I have to save the bishop. Let's go back here. There's F5, but we could take it. Give him the double isolated pawns. Okay. We have C5 here, although I don't know if I really want to take that. Go C5 and B4. Yeah, let's do that. I think we have to open up the game somehow at some point, so maybe this is the way. Let's say I go here. Takes me, I take. Then we have at least invaded with the rook. I like that. I like that. Okay, we can go here. We could take first. I think we take first. Ooh, this is actually really tempting because... super tempting. Maybe this is the smart decision. I'm going to do it because it's so far advanced. I think that pawn could be dangerous. And so I think also he has the problem of he can't move his bishop right now, so he has to trade. You have to trade. And then he has to move the bishop, and I can bring the rook in and invade. And it's sort of... Yeah, it looks really annoying for white. Now, still have to figure out a way to bust through, but... Like, if I just pin that... Oh, it's a blunder. Man, my king. Look at that. It's amazing. All right, let's play G6 to fix that. So we are threatening to come down here. Now, do I really want my rook there? I don't totally know, but... The knight can go here, which is good. Question is, do I put the rook there first? I think I probably should. So the knight goes here. How does he defend that, though? With his king? I need 2 moves. So the king's too far, right? No, here, here, here. Oh, yeah, it's his turn. What am I saying? Yeah, he would get there in time. Okay, not anymore. So we could go for that. So if I go here... He could defend like this, but that's not really going to work. Let me go ahead. Okay, wait a second. He's giving me this pawn? Really now? I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it. Because then we can just take all the pawns, right? We've got the knights stopped from coming in. I think that was a mistake, I think. All right. Let's take that guy. Now, do we want the rook to invade? Yeah, probably, right? Pins the bishop. Pins the bishop, then we can bring the knight back and the rook is involved rather than just sitting over here. So we're going to go here, put the pressure here, maybe bring this bishop in. We have a passed pawn now. Only problem is if we lose on time, but I think this is looking pretty good. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, that move wasn't on my radar. Hold up, hold up. What if I go here? Because you got to save the bishop. Then I have a discover check. What do I do with the discover check? Here? Yeah, here. There you go. You have to save your bishop. Oh, that's what he wants to do. Check. I lose that. The rook goes over. Huh. Interesting. Bishop d6 or d3, really? Takes. It's probably winning endgame. It's probably winning endgame. That being said, is this a smart thing to do? Well, I'm low on time. I gotta make a decision. Gotta make a decision. I don't know. Maybe because my rook was so active, maybe I should have left it on the board, just went back somewhere. But this guy's really powerful. So, in theory, if I can win this pawn, it's over. It's just a question of how do we do that. Yeah, maybe we just come in like this. Cool. Cool. Good game. Good game to our opponent. GG. Let's check the game review. That was a tough game. I wasn't comfortable. Wow. I was not expecting to see 96. I was not expecting to see that. All right. Cool. Pretty nice game. Pretty nice game. By the way, if anyone was wondering, like, this was a good move because, or at least a tricky move because, yeah, and I should have kept the rook on the board. But it was tricky because if I take, now the rook is defended, and I can't take this because my rook is being attacked, right? So I had to make the decision, and then I was trying to do this, but he just went back, and that was going to be repeating the moves. So, anyway. $23.40. Hey, Connor, welcome to Stalematers. Thank you. All right. Let's think about this. What do I want to play here? Should we do Ponziani or should we do something else? Just something more normal here. We'll play a Ponziani. All right, so d4. Takes here, so we go d5 and ooh, bishop c5. I haven't seen this line in a while. This is a good one. Okay, so yeah, we have to take this. He's gonna take here and go back, and then we go queen d5. Knight f2, I believe, is the best move. Yeah, this is a super tricky line. This is gonna be a fun game. This is gonna be a fun game. So knight f2. And I believe we can actually play rook g1 or take. I think I'm going to take because that's the one I remember more. Yeah, knight f2. I think I remember this line a bit more. There's a really cool line here. Yeah, there's a really cool line here if black castles where, okay, I didn't think he was going to. Most people take the rook, but if he castles, I could like sack my queen and end up having like 4 pieces for a queen. It's super interesting. This, man, I can never remember what I'm supposed to play here. I think it's I honestly feel like it's some random move like a4 or knight a3. I think this is the best move if I'm not mistaken. Which one is it? Like I really think the move is a4. I think this is like the stockfish move. I just don't know why. Why would that be the stockfish move? It just looks crazy, right? It looks crazy, but I think this is it. I mean, I guess you're like sort of threatening to trap the bishop in a sense, because if it goes here, you have b4. I think, yeah, and if you get rid of the bishop, then the knight is trapped and can't escape. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's what it is. Yeah, because on like knight f2, a5, b4. Maybe that's the idea. I could be wrong. I think I just remember seeing this and being like, what is Stockfish talking about? So let's say it's a5. If they play a5, then I think we go knight a3, knight c4 with the same idea of like getting rid of this bishop because then the knight's trapped. And if you can pull that off, you're in good shape because you have a lot of pieces for the rook that you lost. So I think it's kind of important that black doesn't let the doesn't just lose a knight for nothing, basically. Aren't they just losing 3 pieces for the knight? So it's not that simple because my king is in the center, right? There's a lot of compensation that black has here. So they castle. Okay. So let's say I play a5. What happens? Bishop moves there. That's a weird square for the bishop to be on. Here we have this. Yeah, I think... I mean, why else would I go there, right? Unless I'm going to go here. So I'm just going to follow through. Trust that Stockfish knows what it's talking about. And then I remembered it correctly. Because I could have totally not remembered it. But let's see. Bishop c5, b4. Then we could play like bishop e3. This guy's totally trapped. g3, bishop g2. Yeah, we just have to watch out for this kind of stuff. This is the only thing. You do have to be careful here. So obviously I could go knight to d4, and I think a trade here would be okay. There's queen h4 though. Super wild. I could also go knight g5. On this, we have queen d5, but at h6 is the only question here. Knight e5, is that a move? Knight d2 to jump over here might be a move as well. Knight d2, queen h4. Okay, hold up. What if I just take the bishop? Maybe I should look at that first. What if I just take the bishop, take this with my queen, tuck my king over here? Well, maybe that's the easiest thing. Maybe that is the easiest thing. There's going to be a check. We move here. There's going to be a queen coming out, but we have like g3. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. If I'm not mistaken. We can just run over here with our king if we need to. And the knight is still trapped. Very important detail. Oh, wait a second. There is... No, here we have actually bishop e3. Do we have bishop e3? Bishop e3, queen e7. That's not really a threat. And then maybe I can just defend. Yeah, do I even have to move my king? Bishop e3, let's say queen h4, we got g3. Queen check, we would just move. This is wild, but I think this is a good move. I think this is a good move. Okay, so what's the plan? Well, not get checkmated, and then trap the knight and take the knight. So how do we do that? Let's see, knight d2, or knight here and here. I'm pretty happy with this trade, because once we liquidate everything, it becomes easier for me to get the knight. Then I'll have the 3 pieces against the rook. So probably black's going to take this way, but that's going to give me time to either do this and try to take this guy, or do this to really defend there on e3. Seems like a good plan, right? The question is, what's more important? Going here and taking the knight, or defending my bishop? That's a tough question to answer. If you take this way, I mean, what am I really worried about? It's already defended, right? What am I really worried about? Even if you go there, it's defended. So I think I have time. I think I have time. G3 also stops this because you take it. This is controlled because you take it. The knight can't move. You're going to go here and take it. Or you do this. No, I think I'm just going to get the knight. I think I'm just going to get the knight. I don't see a good plan for black. I just don't see a good plan for them. The only thing would be something like this, where the queen tries to come in. But even if you did that, let's say you go queen c7, I go here, you go check, I would just move. I would just move. Ah, you want to go check here. Ah, ha, ha. Okay. So now I could play knight a3. Because here's the thing. Bishop g2, check. Very annoying check. Because now when I move the queen... Yeah, I don't want to let the queen get to there. No, 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 no. Can't do that. We can't do that. So knight a3 must be the move. It must be. And I also, if I need, I could come back and defend the bishop in some cases. Now, I don't think we need it right now, but if like the rooks double up, then that could be a nice idea. But primary goal is to stop this shenanigans right here. Okay, so bishop g2 is my next plan to take the knight. Notice, guys, you have to be flexible when you play chess. You can't get so committed to like, okay, this is what I'm going to do no matter what happens. Because you got to watch out for these tricky moves and you have to react to them. And sometimes you have to stop your plan, put it on hold, and do some other stuff. So we have that if we need it. Also nice that it stops the... Okay, what is this? He wants to go here? It seems too slow, right? It seems too slow. I think I'm going to go here and take the knight. Bishop g2, d5, take the knight, d4, takes. The rook comes in, but who cares? We could play knight d2 or something. Yeah, Let's go. Let's go. Let's get rid of that pesky knight. Because the nice thing, once that knight's gone, then I can use the F2 square if I need to for my king. Run this way. So, what's black going to do? I don't know. D5. Okay. Now, I could take it either way. The rook or the bishop. I'm leaning towards the rook. I could also just pause and play knight here. Because now if you play this, I just take it. If you sacrifice and go check, that's actually pretty annoying. That's actually pretty annoying. Uh-huh. So maybe I just take this guy. Let's say I take it with the rook and you play d4. I take. You take. I could just do something like rook e, no, knight c2 maybe? Ah, but then there's that check. We move. This position is so wild. All right. I think we want to get rid of the knight. I'm just feeling like it's time. D4, there's still a little bit of compensation here for black. It looks like knight c2 is the move, though. Although, wait a second, because knight c2 actually allows queen b5. So if I leave the knight, then I don't have to worry about queen b5. So maybe we have a different idea. Like, what if the rook comes over, takes. Ah, then I'm losing this guy, though. Well, no, you can't take with the rook, actually, because of checkmate. So you'd have to take with the queen, which would allow me to trade, go into the endgame with a knight and a bishop and 3 pawns against a rook and 5 pawns. It's not really what I wanted. What if I just go here and tuck my king on f2? How about that? How about that? Because knight c2, I'm just afraid of queen b5. It's just such an annoying move. Wait, wasn't there another line too that I was looking at on knight c2? What was it? Oh, now I can't remember. Maybe it was just queen b5, king f2. You take here, I take here. Yeah, that's actually pretty annoying for me. I don't think that's the way to do it. We're getting low on time. All right, let's go rook e1 and king f2. Should we do that? Should we? There's a rook here. Oh, I'm so torn, guys. I'm so torn with what to do here. Rook d1 also. Oh, that was the line where we... Okay, yeah, that's the endgame. That's not very good. I got to make a move. I don't want to lose all my time here because it's still going to be a tricky position. So let's go for this one and hope that I'm on the right track. There's this move rook b4 that's super annoying if I lose that pawn because then we have to deal with these guys. I really didn't want to lose the pawn, but I don't know how I'm going to hold on to that. Oh, although king f1 would attack the queen, so maybe I would have time to sneak the rook up. Okay. So, yeah. Rook b4, king f1. This is defended now enough. You can't sack this because you can't get the pin, so I don't have to worry about that. So rook b4. What else can black try, though? There might be some other tricky moves here. We can just get the king to safety and somehow not lose this pawn. We're golden. We're golden. If we can do those two things. Easier said than done, obviously. Rook b4. King f1. The queen's going to move. I don't know where the queen's going to move to. Maybe, let's see. Yeah, where does the queen move to? Like somewhere over here? I'm not sure. But rook e2 defending looks pretty solid. Tough game, but fun game. But fun game. I would much rather play a game like this than the last one, where it was all like blocked off. I find these games like really interesting. Ah, okay, what is this? Wait a second. I could just sack. I could just sack the queen for 2 rooks. We would have a rook and 3 pieces for a queen. I could also play king f2, but that's so many pieces. As long as I don't lose one immediately. Check. I go here. Check. No, you can't do check. Yeah, let's do it. There's just so many pieces. Even just 2 bishops and a knight against the queen would be enough. But the rook, it's too much. It's too much. As long as I don't blunder one of them, we're good. We're in good shape. All right, let's go here. And bishop f2. Threatening to trap the queen, so the queen has to go leave now. And then I think I'm going to put my king here so it's safe. I think, yeah, let's do that. So the king's going to go here so it's totally safe. We are threatening checkmate, by the way. So black's going to do some pawn move, probably. Oh, you're going to do that? Okay. All right. I still want to get my king to safety, so... Yeah, I want my king to be here, so if the queen goes back, I'll actually just go to g1. I think... Oh, but then I still have to... Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I don't know what I'm doing exactly, but it's fine. Let's go here. Okay, so how do we finish this off? Put the rook on the 7th, probably. Can't go wrong with that. Bring the knight into the game. Could even go bishop here. No, okay, let's take this. There's a threat right there. Okay, we can't go there just now. I want to put my rook where it's defended. Now I can bring the knight into the game. Let's bring the knight into the game. We'll take that. Everything's defended, so I have nothing to worry about. Everything's defended. The only thing that could cause me problems is if a pawn somehow messes up my fortress here, but that's it. So let's push this, I think. I'll put my knight on c5 maybe. Oh, I do have check here, actually. Maybe I should do that. Threatening the fork. Here we've got bishop f2. There it is. There it is. I'll just get a queen. Let's just get a queen. Yes, yes. Fun game. Fun game. Good game. Now that's what I'm talking about. That's a chess game right there. That is a chess game. 88, 82. Okay, I'm very happy with that. Let's go actually check that line and see if a4 was indeed the best move. I'm pretty sure it was, but let's take a look. Okay, queen d5. Takes. Yeah, it's, well, actually, yeah, there it is. a4, best move. And then a5, cool. e4, best move, a takes b6, cool. Bishop b3, yeah, great. I'm surprised that I remembered all this. Well, really the only part I knew was this part, but... Oh, king d2. See, that's a weird move. You're attacking the queen, is what you're doing. Ah, and you let the bishop defend over here. So they have to move the queen somewhere. And then, where's the queen move? I mean, I don't even know. Let's say it goes here. Then you just keep developing. And you got out of that annoying pin. And the bishop is involved. Yeah, that's so much better. I see that now. Good game, good game. All right. Let's go. We're gaining some points tonight, guys. We're gaining some points tonight. Don't forget, Breaking 1500, brand new course, July 15th. It's going to be open for 5 days. So if you're below 1500 and you're serious about wanting to improve as quickly as possible, that's the course for you. All right, Super Nicks, good luck. Super Nicks, here we go. Hey, thanks, John. Appreciate that. All right, we've got our opponent thinking already. I guess we're going to see in a... Fort? No. Oh, they were typing to me. Okay. All right, let's do it again. That was such a fun game. Let's see if we can repeat. See if we can repeat the same line. Knight f6. I have a feeling we're going to see d5. I'm feeling it. Feeling a d5 right here. What's the highest rating you've gotten? That's a good question. I don't know if I've gotten much higher than this in Rapid. I want to say maybe hit 2370, 2380 at one point, but I'm not actually sure about that. We can check later, maybe. Let's see. Are we going to see the same line? Knight takes e4. It's a fun one. It's not like totally good for white or black. It's just an interesting position where both sides have chances. That's why I like it. A lot of people will just take this way and you get a totally different position. I don't like it as much. I do have some ideas though. I have some ideas for maybe how to mix it up. If we see that. But first black has to make the decision. Which way are they going to take? Which way? You thought taking on e4 was bad in these positions? No, not necessarily. Sometimes it is, but it really depends on the opening and on the particular move. So you can't always say like it's bad. Sometimes it is. Sometimes it's actually the best move. So it's tricky. Yeah, they do take this way. So we push here. And usually what I do is play queen b3. I know that that's like the stockfish move. Queen b3, the knight goes back, and then you take. I just don't love the positions. Ooh, 94. Okay, that's a mistake. That's a mistake. Now, the reason it's a mistake is because I'm going to attack it. It doesn't have a lot of places to go to, okay? You can go here, but that's not really a good square. c5 is not really a good square. And if you play d5 and f5, I'm going to en passant one of them, and then I'm going to attack the knight. and it's a good position for me, I think, if I remember correctly. I mean, I say it's a good position. It's not like totally winning. It's just like slight advantage, I think. So black has to decide d5 first, en passant, and then f5, or do you play f5 first, en passant, and then d5? Or do you go here, but that's just a bad square for the knight. It's a bad square because I take back, and now what are you going to do with your knight? You can't go here because you get forked. You can't go here, you can't go here, you can't go here. You have to go off to the side of the board. It's just not a good situation. So I think we're going to see one of these. I think black's probably trying to figure out which one to do first. And there is a subtle difference. I don't remember what it is, though. So we'll just have to go with it. Yeah, somebody asked a question about blocking with the bishop in. It is true that we're blocking the bishop, but the benefits outweigh the disadvantages in this situation. So you always en passant the first one. Because you want to clear the way here. And then this is where I don't remember. Because, okay, here's what I do remember. We somehow try to put pressure on this knight. Now, you can put pressure with like a piece, or you can put pressure by playing f3 and try to take it. So, I want to say this is the best move, because then you play f3. I think it's here, bishop, queen here, g3, takes. I think that's the line. I don't know. I could be wrong. I think that's what it is, though. Should I do that? Is there some crazy reason to go knight g5 also, though? Because on bishop d6, f3, h6... No, because then your knight's a liability. Yeah, I think this is the move. This is a good one to check after the game, because I don't remember entirely. But I believe the idea is this. We want to play f3. To take advantage of the pin. So black usually does this little deal. Gets a bunch of pawns and your rook. You get the knight and the bishop. And the game goes on. Oh, he takes with the queen. Wait, what? Well, now black doesn't have any tricks. I'm just going to get a piece. Oh, wait, D3? Oh, is that the idea? Wait a second. Oh, because if I go here... Hold up. What's the idea? Is it queen c5? Huh. 3-6, 3-6. It's got to be queen c5. So let's say you go queen c5 and I take it. That's obviously no good for me. So I would have to take here, and then you trade the queens, and then you take back, and then I take back. And it looks like I'm winning a pawn. Okay. Or I take here, but then you just move your knight, and it's in equal position. Yeah, so I think I have to go for this leather line. Interesting idea. I don't know if I'm just missing something or what exactly is going on. Yeah, weird. I feel like this should have been better for me, but maybe I don't know. Again, we'll check it after the game. I'm not really sure. Okay. I'm not tracking with any of these moves. What is happening? He's just going to sack a piece and then try to get an aggressive position. Whoa. All right. Yeah, I didn't see that coming at all. Well, I guess I got to take the piece at this point. I don't really have a ton of other options. So let's take the piece. Very, very interesting now because he does have this annoying pawn, and I don't really want to open the e-file. which leaves me trying to figure out what can I do. What can I do here? Maybe e5. Because if you take with the queen, then at least I get the queens off, which is good. If you take with the knight, then I'm going to jump in over here. Because if I do something like this, that just looks like I'm just getting destroyed. No, we can't do that. Let's go e5. Pascal, hey, thank you. Okay, so guys, the important thing is that I don't let this get traded and open up the e-file before I'm ready and get the rook to just destroying my queen and king. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to avoid here, because now he has a decision. If he takes with the queen, queen trade is good. If he takes with the knight, like I already said, I'm jumping in here. If he leaves it, well, at least the e-file is not open immediately. Okay, so he leaves it. So we have to get the pieces untangled. How do we do that? Knight f3 seems logical, defends the pawn, clears the way for these guys. c4, yes, we attack the queen, but then the knight gets all these nice squares. So I don't think that's the move. I think it's got to be this. He probably wants to play bishop c5. So let's just say, for example, knight f3, bishop c5. What do? Queen f4? Yeah. Seems okay. We just have to untangle here. Let's go queen f4 right away, save some time. And I'm thinking we could jump the knight first and then try to come over to b3. Or we could try to go bishop e3 and trade. That looks pretty solid. Bishop e3 first. G5. So he's just going to sacrifice everything here for this attack. Probably smart. Yeah, that's probably smart. So I could take it. Or... I mean, I kind of have to take it, don't I? Yeah, maybe that's a good move. Okay, if we take, the issue with taking is the e-pawn. Remember what I said about the e-file, right? That's the issue. I still think our plan would be the same, though. We go bishop e3, we try to trade the bishops. Wait a second. Knight takes bishop e3. No, it's fine. You can't do this because I just take. It's fine. Okay. Another one of those moments where I really would like to calculate some more, but I can't afford to. I need to save the time. So I have to trust that this is okay and that we can survive after this. I think the priority is bishop e3 and knight to d2. If we can get those two moves in, we're in good shape. We could trade here, but why? That just lines up the queen on my king. I think bishop e3. Am I missing any crazy moves? I'm not seeing it right now anyway. Like I said, on d2, we've got the knight. If you take, my queen defends, we're okay against this. Barely. Barely okay. Tough position, but we do have the piece. So if we can somehow trade some stuff off, we're going to be winning. He does have a massive attack, though. I got to look at this line, because maybe I misplayed something. But knight d2 is coming. Knight d2 is coming, and... could probably tuck our king on d1 to get away from the e-file if we had to. I guess the threat right now is to just take this and this. So black has to deal with that. Also, they have to keep an eye on these pieces as well. There's a lot going on here. That's not a move that I saw. I guess I just go back here. Takes, queen takes. No, we can't do that. That was a good move because what he did was he gained a tempo on my queen and removed a piece from the e-file. So this now is a much more powerful idea. Yeah, that's what's happening. That's exactly what's happening. Never mind. Wait, what? What in the world is going on? You could pin me, but I just like move somewhere. Okay, game's not over, but at least the queens are off the board. Now, I still have to survive, which is not going to be easy. Maybe knight to d2. So rook here, we could play knight f3. Oh no, we could just take the pawn. Never mind, we could just take the pawn. So that's that. Let's see, what else can black try to do here? The knight can't really... Oh, it could go over here. We could play h3. You can't go there. So knight here, h3. What else? What else can black do? Attack, that doesn't do anything. If you do that, okay. My rooks are terrible. But we're surviving at the moment. Knight h4. Maybe they'll play knight h4. That's not a big deal. Okay, knight here. I think we said h3, right? Just keeping that knight out of that square, because that's really where it wants to go, right? That's really where the knight wants to go. I could play b3 to stop this annoying move. Also, my king can run here if I need to. Still trying to do it. So do we push? Or just let it happen? Do we push or do we let it happen? That is the question. Or do I play a4? Because then I take this way and it really gets interesting. Trying to activate the rook, basically, is the idea. Wild position here. I'm happy if they take. I think he's going to push here. Although, then I take here and I'm still happy. I think. I'd probably go rook b1 and take this. Such a weird position. This is so weird. Ooh, didn't see that one. Did not see that one. I'm going to try to get my king over here to help. So c4, king b3. Deals with the pin, deals with the defense here. Only I could move this bishop, I would be in great shape. Yeah, I think we just do this, right? Okay. Would I rather things be closed off or opened? Closed or open, closed or open. What do I... I have no idea. I have no idea. Still have the same problem. I gotta get these pieces out. Let's try to sneak over here. He stops that. What's the threat? What's the threat? If I take... I don't think I want to take. Ooh. Or do I? So he wants to go there. Oh no! Oh no! What am I doing? What am I doing? Okay, all right, we still got it, but I didn't feel great about that endgame there. Did not feel great about that endgame. Man. Okay, 72, 74. Let's see. A couple of blunders. What were the blunders? Yeah, so 94. Oh, it says it's a book move. I really didn't... I guess it's not as good as I remembered it. Okay. Takes. Oh, that's what I did wrong. That's what I did wrong. So there... Yeah. Basically, instead of knight here, you take the pawn, you still threaten it. And you don't have to worry about that annoying pawn. So, why did I... Oh, it's this line. If they go f5 and then d5, the best move now is to go here. That's what it is. So I mixed them up. I got them backwards. And it's kind of confusing, I think, why. That's what it was. All right. So that's why I got into that mess in the opening. And black... Yeah, they played it pretty well. They got a nice attack. Stockfish says it's equal, but practically this is very difficult for me. Yeah. Okay. $23.50. $23.50. You know what? We're gonna actually check. What's my highest rapid rating? I don't remember. Let's take a look here. Let's take a look. 2382. My highest rapid rating is 2382. So yeah, we're not there yet. But we're getting close. Getting pretty close. This is my third game with white in a row. Let's go. Let's go for another Ponziani. Hasn't failed me yet. Okay. Okay. Oh. Oh, no. April 18th. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. We're going to find out some stuff real quick here. We're going to find out some stuff real quick. Oh, boy. I'm not gonna say anything. Except, oh boy, but okay. See, what you have to do is you have to change your mindset. You can't go for the sacrifices and the crazy lines, which I kind of already started with this gambit. That's not how you play against these people. That's just not the way to do it. I'm going to remove sacrificing from my mind just for this game. It's a fast rice cooker, but yeah, it's like 3 or 4 seconds. It's a 3 or 4 second rice cooker. Man, okay. Uh-huh. Normally I would be like going to attack, but nah, now I think I'm just gonna like chill. It's hard, yeah. Yeah, we'll just take back with the rook. I'm gonna just play it real solid and see what happens. Maybe we make it to an endgame. Maybe we make it to an endgame. Probably could just go back. I don't want my rook to get trapped, though. I gotta be careful with that. Okay. So b6, we gotta watch out for this tactic. Maybe I'll put the queen on g3. Should I line up here? Yeah, there's b6. There it is. Sneaky, sneaky. So, how do we deal with that? Let's go rook f2. Avoid the skewer. I'm not going for anything crazy. I'm just gonna play some real safe moves. Real safe, nice and easy. We can get to a time scramble. Things might change. It was bound to happen, right? It was bound to happen eventually. Wait, what happened? What happened? Yeah, it's a good move. It's a good move. Because I don't want to take it, obviously. If they take me, yeah. Very good stuff. Let me go here. Queen to c7. If I take it now, let's see. It's I mean, normally I would play this move, but I'm afraid to. I'm terrified to play this move. Because it looks good to me, and usually when it looks good, you know what happens. Bam! You didn't see that, did you? Should I do it anyway? Oh, man. Yeah, normally I'm 100% playing this move. The rook's going to come over. We're going to try to attack. But in this game, we're still ahead on time. So yeah, it's I just want to see what the move is. Is it like bishop f6? Like, what's the move? Just want to see what it is. No, don't do it, Nelson. Don't do it. Be strong. Be strong. Play just a simple move. Let's see. What's a simple move? Problem is, it's hard to find moves. I'm going to play it because I don't know what else to do. Like, I really don't know what else to do, so I'm going to play it, but I might regret this. I might regret this. Because my human brain is telling me that this is a good threat and the rook can come over and we could make some magic happen here, but for some reason, I don't think it's going to happen. Oh, F6. Is that the idea? Well, I just go back, right? Just go back and then what? Oh, he's going to take and play E5. Okay. I see. He's going to take, play E5, E4, and fork me. That's what it is. Oh, no. That's what it is. I see it now. Oh, I take with the rook. Hold up. I take with the rook and all. Nope. You can't take with the rook. See? See? This is what happens. This is what happens. You go on the offensive and bam. You guys see it, right? Man. Wait, what if I take with the knight? Can I take with the knight and avoid that? Hold up, hold up. Oh, bishop d6. What is this? What is this? H3, no, you can't do that. G3, ooh. No, but I'll be fine. I'll be fine. So yeah, G3 I think we can do. Now this is going to get nasty. This is going to get nasty. Well, we got to do it, right? We got to do something here. Yep, very strong opponent. All right. Well, in an effort to avoid complications, what move should I play? Wow. What can you even do? What can you even do? Queen F1, we walk into that one. Same thing with Queen E2. Maybe I can go here, but why? Then there's going to be this shenanigans with the fork. Here, looks like there's a tactic. Oh, that's defended by the knight. So yeah, maybe we can get away with that. What I'm doing at this point is just trying not to blunder a piece and hope that I can get to the end game. You know, only down like -10. Because if we make it to the end game down -10, you never know what can happen at that point. Because the rice cooker slowed down. It's definitely slowed down, which is good. Which is good. Oh, they disconnected. Nope, they're back. Man. I got excited. Internet problems. The rice cooker might be having technical difficulties. Come on, Nelson. You can do it. 4.5 minutes. You can hold on. Interesting. Very interesting game. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah, something fishy's going on right now. Something very fishy's going on. Oh, they're back. Okay. So here's the question. What is going to help me survive longer? The problem with this is the E5's coming and then this is happening. The problem with this is, well, then I could go knight B3. Okay, but then this is happening. Oof. Oof, that's real bad. That's real bad. We got to watch out for the checkmates. Like, I'm almost... Oh, but you know what? There's a pin. All right, so it gives me a little bit of time. It does give me a little bit of time. Now, they're going to deal with the pin next move, and then I have to move. So, like, should I play B4 to stop this? If I play B4, let's say king maybe somewhere, and then I move, it seems like I'm holding on for a few more moves at least. Am I missing? Let's see. Am I missing? No, that's good for me, right? So they can't really do that. Let's go B4. Come on, Nelson. You've got this. 3 minutes and 20 seconds until the rice cooker fails. Oh, and they keep disconnecting. Yeah, guys, right? The rice has nothing to do with the nationality of my opponent. It's always been rice, okay? Doesn't matter where they're from. It's always been rice. I don't know. I'm starting to get a good feeling about this. I'm starting to get a good feeling. A5. Yeah, kind of expected something like that. So I mean, I could just go back. I could just leave it. I could push. I could... The problem with C3 is then once they deal with this, the bishop's gone. What if I just go back here? Because this is defended. That seems like the best move to survive a bit longer. Uh-oh, is the rice cooker functioning again? Now I'm scared again. Okay, what is this? You could still queen maybe there. All right, so what do we do? Queen here, is that a safe move? Triple, I don't think that really makes sense. Let me go. Oh, but queen there loses the pawn. Aha. So what do I do? What do I even move? What do I move? Which piece do I move? Here? That probably... Well, yeah, that seems like it might be okay. No, it still probably loses. Rook here, we get forked. Like, I don't even know what to move. I literally don't even know what to move. If we go king g2, that can't be good, right? King f1? Maybe king f1's a safe move. No, there's check. I can't move any pieces. Bishop c3. There you go. That's a move. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. Coming in on the light squares. So maybe now we go king g2, trying desperately to hold on. 130. See, what I don't know is at what time point do they turn off the rice cooker, right? Do they do it at 1 minute? Do they do it at 30 seconds? Do they do it earlier? That's where it gets tricky. Okay, the bishop wants to come over here. I see that. Maybe I should go here and trade, just to trade some pieces and make some moves. Although, yeah, I think that's okay. Although queen c6. Ooh. h3. I gotta watch the time. Okay, okay. At what point do they turn off the rice cooker? This is what it all comes down to. I think I need to move fast here, just for the sake of the time aspect. Queen e2, maybe we hold on, or h3 might be moves that I could play. Yeah, it's really a tough question of what move you're going to play in that position. It's really a tough question. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. If I go there, check, and I go back, what happens? Or if I go like here and back, what happens? Come on, don't lose it here, Nelson. Don't you lose it here. Don't you lose it here. You're too close. You've come too far for this. You have come too far to lose it now, my friend. Problem is, I think they're still playing good moves. Oh, yes, that's a problem. Come on, turn off the rice cooker. You're going to run out of time. You got to turn it off. You got to turn it off at some point. Come on, Nelson. Come on, Nelson. Oh, no. Oh, no. Come on. Come on. Did they turn it off? Did they turn it off? They might have. They might have turned it off, guys. Oh, no, I didn't see that. It's okay. We're going to get the pawn. We're going to get the pawn. We need to keep a pawn on the board. We need to keep a pawn on the board to flag and win. That's my plan. Yes. 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 It never felt so good to flag someone. It never felt so good. Whew. Now that's how you beat a rice cooker, my friends. That's how you do it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Look at how steady that went down, by the way. See it? Just going towards black's favor. You see that? It's okay. It's okay. We did it. And now, oh, they want a rematch. They want a rematch. No, I won't rematch, but what I will do is report. I will report. That's what I will do. What a nice stream. This is a great stream. Undefeated, including against the rice cooker. I mean, I'm loving this. I'm loving this. Whew. I mean, did you guys catch... Did you catch this moment in the game? You gotta think about this one? Uh-huh. Come on. Come on. All right. What a good game that was. What a good game that was. Ooh, Portuguese Gambit. Let's go. Butters 000. We'll take that. We played this last time. I'm going to go over to h5 again. We could trade queens here if the knight moves. I think that's fine. Ah, d5. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What if I castle? What happens? Just pin the piece there? Just pin the pawn? Why do I think that they were cheating? Let's see. There was like four or five things. Number one, why do you pause for 30 seconds at the start of the game? Like, ooh, what is this? Queen sacrifice? Interesting. A normal person probably wouldn't do that. Maybe if you had to do something or whatever. But if you were like turning on the rice cooker, then you would pause. That was the first thing. Second thing, new account just created like in April of this year. Okay, that's weird. And then every move, it was like 3 or 4 seconds. That was the big clue. They didn't play any move quick until the end of the game. What? I feel like people have been playing this against me lately, and I don't quite understand why. It's like a queen sacrifice line, but what's the point, you know? Anyway, I guess we just get the pieces out and try to win. Yeah, so the time usage was the big one, and then you could kind of tell with some of the moves too that just like every move was like pretty good, and just whenever you play a game and you feel like, wait a second, I can't go there. That's a bad. Oh, wait a second, I can't. Wait a second, I don't have any good moves in the position. How did that happen? That's usually like, hold up, you know, unless you're playing like a GM. But yeah, that was the clue. All right, bishop f4. I don't really... Oh, maybe I should have went here and traded off a pair of rooks. I think this is okay. Interesting. I mean, I feel like trading is probably good, but I don't really know, to be honest with you. He's going to double up the rooks. Yeah, I think I will trade. I think I want to simplify this a little bit. Maybe even again. Maybe we do it again. Because the queen, in theory, should be better. So let's go here. Trade another set of pieces. Okay, we can defend this with c6. Oh, I could also defend it tactically with rook e8. That's a nice little move, because if you take, I take. And, oh, okay. That's smart. That's smart. They want to come down here. I don't want to allow that. No, no, no. No, sirree. That's very dangerous. So how do we stop that? Queen f5. Queen f5, the bishop probably goes back, and then what? Queen here? Or queen here? Yeah, let's do that. I think the queen needs to come over and defend some stuff. So queen f5, queen here. I think we trade a rook, or at least get the rook to the open file. And should be good to go. Right. So same deal. The rook's going to come down here. So queen to d7 would stop that temporarily, but then the other rook's going to go over. Do we have a more permanent? So, ooh, what about rook here, rook d7? That's probably the way to do it. Rook there, rook d7. Okay, king c8 here. Check doesn't do anything. If I go up, no. Okay, that would be a draw. I don't really want to draw, though. Interesting. What an annoying move. Check, king. I could run all the way up. Check. I can't ever get away from the check, so I have to go here. Oh, really? Takes. Okay, no. We can go into that endgame. We can do that endgame. Yeah, we can do this. They're gonna go check. I'm gonna go back. They're probably gonna go back and try to get a draw. And what I'm going to do is take here, I think. And then sack my queen and go into the endgame with this D guy. Now, the only issue is rook c3, though. That is an issue. Hold up. Is it an issue? Rook c3. Let's say I take. Then I'm getting destroyed. But what if I go check or check and then rook d7? Yeah, that seems reasonable, right? That seems reasonable. Now, they could go for this, in which case it's an interesting endgame, but I'm happy with my pawn, I think. They have the 2 against 1, but the passed pawn with the rook behind it, that's a pretty good start. So I'm going to expect rook here. I'll go check. And then I'll go rook d7. Oh, no. All right. So we'll do this. We'll do this. We'll just do this. That's fine. We'll do this. Because the other thing is my king's more closer to the center. I mean, it's not that hard for their king to come over, but interesting. I'm going to have to see if Stockfish agrees with that line. Just sacking the pieces for the queen. That seems really weird. Okay. Yeah, he's going to try to run over. Now, I could do this. Which might really be worth it. Because then the king's totally cut off. Now, they could try to do something like this, but... yeah, I think we should. I think we should leave the king out of the game. Okay. All right. Fine. I don't know if I can win that. Let's... hold up. If I go here, check, king goes there, the rook's going to start taking everything. Could also go here. We have the passed pawn. My endgames are not that strong that I know what I should do here. It looks like it looks like we're heading towards a draw, but I'm gonna try to win. I'm gonna try to win because my king is a little bit more active right now. Problem is I have to stay over here because of the passed pawn if the rooks get traded. But white has to stay here, so... If I push, takes... One problem is, like, let's say the rooks get traded, and then all of these pawns end up getting traded. My king might end up over here taking a pawn, and white's king might end up here taking a pawn, right? Can you guys imagine that? All the pawns are gone, let's say. And if that happens, white's going to win, right? Because white's king is going to be here and take these and win. That's the issue. Now, if I'm able to get both of these without trading, even if I lose this, it doesn't matter. This guy's going to be a decoy, then I win. Okay, now this changes things a little bit. The other issue is I can't really get in. But I might be able to set up some kind of Zugzwang here. Oh boy, let's see. If the king ever goes there, it can't take me. Or maybe it could. Yeah. Because I have two ways to do this. I could push the pawn and put the king behind, or I could go over here. I have no idea what's happening here. They take, I push, they push, I take. Here. It looks like we're tying. If I push this way, though, to tie the king down, they're going to start pushing theirs to tie my king down. Because if I go for this, then I could lose. I don't like draws. I'd rather lose than get a draw. Okay. Oops. Because you can't take this, but what you could do is go here. If you have another pawn, you could take it, and then you could push and get a queen somehow, right? Actually, it's not that easy, because even if you do that, I take it. Yeah, it's not that easy. Is it? You have to get this pawn, too. So, here's... Okay. Oh, didn't think about that. Did not think about that. Ah. Takes me so long to get those pawns. Man. G5 here, there. Takes. Lose. Do I just lose? Is that what's happening? I guess I'm just losing? Man, dude. He's not even going to go for that. He's just going to use this, and I'm going to lose because of that. Should have taken the draw. Oh, he is going to go for that. Okay. Well, now I at least have a chance of doing something, but I don't think this is going to work out for me. B4, A3. Yeah, we can't en passant or we lose for sure. So we have to do this. Only thing. Yeah, it's lost. Man. Take my pawn. Take my pawn. Oh, wow. Wow. Rub it in. Rub it in. All right, good game. See, that's the issue. Those king and pawn endings. If you push too hard, then you take a draw and you lose it, right? That's exactly what happened. I don't think I had a win, and I should have just been happy with the draw. Let's see if Stockfish finds anything different. Actually, I want to check a couple things first. Oh, 90. Okay, they played really well. They played a really nice game. I had a brilliant move when I castled. Why is that a brilliant move? Why is castling a brilliant move? Okay, anyway. They blunder. Okay, it is a terrible line. I thought it was a terrible line. Take the queen. Yep. So everything's great. I should have went bishop c5 or bishop e7. Or e5. Yeah, e5 would have been good. Gain a tempo. Get rid of that annoying bishop. All right. Yeah. It's just a draw. It's just a draw. And as soon as I do this, now I'm losing. I totally missed this idea. You know what? If I just leave it g6, g4, push the pawn. Yeah, even this is not looking good for me. It's these two annoying pawns, right? Because you have to stay over there. And then his king can just do whatever it wants, and it's very difficult for me. So what I should have done, like right here, is probably just chilled, just done some moves, you know, and then I don't know. It's still going to get tricky because eventually I would have to make a move. It's still tricky, but basically just hang out here. Even if I have to go back, this is probably fine for me. Something like this. No, it's super tricky. I don't want to analyze this anymore. This is why king and pawn endings can be very, very difficult because of this craziness. Like, I don't even know what's going on here. Oh, boy. We had a nice run, though. We had a nice run. All right, I'm going to stand up for the last game or two here, guys. It's time for the treadmill gambit. Hold on, here we go. Okay, treadmill is set up. Let's turn it on. This does usually negatively affect my play, so might not be the best idea, but we're gonna do it for the health benefits. Butters. They were a strong player, though. I gotta admit, they were very strong. Here we go, Mikey B63. We're undefeated with white. I like to go f4 against this because they usually go here, and then you can be real aggressive. And usually you have a problem with the queens being traded, but since I use the f pawn instead of the d pawn, I don't have that. Let's just develop this, and then we'll go with the other knight. Oh, bishop g4. Yeah, I don't think that changes anything. Let's keep developing. You're not getting past 800? Breaking 1500, July 15th. That's the best thing that I could say. E6. Let's go. Yeah, let's go D4. Because there's probably, it could be that you're making blunders. If you're not making blunders, then there's probably something that you're not understanding, and it just depends, because it could be different for different people. So the thing about breaking 1500 is I go very systematically through like all of the important stuff. So if you're missing something, you're going to catch it in the course. It's basically the idea. C5. I think I want to develop the bishop with tempo, so we can castle quickly. Let's see. What is happening here? Yeah, I think what I want to do, guys, is castle, sacrifice the pawn, and then just try to launch a quick attack before black is developed. I think that's a smart play. I think that's a smart play. So we're going to castle. Is there going to be a free sample for the course? That's a good question. I don't know yet. There's going to be a ton of information on the sales page, like exactly what's included. So you're going to pretty much know what it is from that. But as far as like an actual sample, we haven't really done that yet, but I could probably do that. That's a good idea. I'll think on that. Queen b6 is interesting. So he wants to pressure the bishop. Ooh, okay. Wow, this is already getting very interesting. I mean, I could always trade the bishop off so it's not a liability, and then jump in with my knight anyway, like I wanted to. I'm just wondering what happens if I take here first, and then maybe throw this pawn forward. I don't know if I can get away with that. Takes knight here. I think I want to do that. Let's just take. I think I want to just stick with the original plan. Jump the knight in here on takes. We could jump in. Oh, then the bishop just takes. How do we do this? Knight a4. Where does the queen go? Then we take. Yeah, this is a very tricky position. This pin's actually more annoying than I thought it was going to be, to be completely honest with you. All right, let's just, you know what? Let's just keep going. We'll just continue with the plan. 94. Why is the course only open for a few days? So we're going to be doing some like group live streams, some stuff like that for the people that are inside, and so just to kind of make it more valuable for everybody who gets it. I don't know if I have to worry about this. Probably just move. How do we attack the king though before they can castle? Like, could we sacrifice the queen? Could we do something crazy like that? No, I'm losing my mind, right? I'm losing it. What if I tried queen e1 to get away from the pin? Or h3 to force the trade? Oh, maybe h3, because then if you go back, g4, bishop back, then I can launch the attack. But then my king is like, yeah, that's maybe too much. I mean, we could always take this. What's the pawn situation? 3-6, 3-6. Yeah, we could just do that. Maybe I should just take the pawn back. If they take, I take, they take, I take. Yeah, maybe I have to. It's just such an annoying pawn. All right, let's do it. I'm just not seeing a way to make the attack work, so I'm going to go for this line. He'll be in a guitar masterclass during those days. Wow. Guitar's on my list of things that I want to learn. I mean, I kind of know a little bit, but I want to practice it some more. I mean, you don't have to be, like the live calls are going to be recorded. So you can submit your questions and then we'll probably answer them on the call and then you can watch it later. So you don't have to like be available those exact days. Okay. Wait, so hold up. If I go here, oh, my queen's pinned. My queen's pinned. I was getting all these ideas of all the stuff I want to do with my queen, but I can't. I see. Hold on. That being said, wait a second. I think we can, there's some tricky stuff here. So let's see. We take this. This is defended. He's probably going to castle, but if he castles, I'm going to trade. I'm going to jump in. Boom, boom. Okay. Have to trade, obviously. And we take here. Yeah, we're going to lose the pawn. That's the problem. Actually, are we going to lose the pawn? Hold up. There might be a way to save it. There might be a way to save it. C4. Because now I can go bishop f4, rook d1. That pawn might actually be pretty good. If we can, yeah, if we can get b4, c5 in. Ooh. Ooh. So, let's say I just attack it. What's he going to do? Go here, I attack it, he goes here. Or a3. No, I don't want to do a3. Bishop f4, just defend it right away. Then we have to watch out for f6. That's going to give us some time. Yeah, I think bishop f4 is good. Okay, yeah, he wants to go here and get the pawn. Obviously, that's the main thing. Let's go a3. If the knight jumps in, I'm going rook d1. And the knight's trapped. The knight's trapped. So I think he's got to run here. I'm still going rook d1, actually. Ooh, what? Wait a minute, wait a minute. Rook d1. That knight is trapped, if I'm not mistaken. So the question is, how do we win the knight? Oh, he wants to go there. Yes, I see that now. Ah, okay, okay. So if I attack the knight and lose this, knight to d4. Takes, check, check. Is it good enough? It might be good enough. I'm thinking about sacrificing here. I'm thinking about sacrificing. Now, I could also... No, I kind of have to. I kind of have to, right? If I play bishop e3, rook takes, takes, takes. It's not good enough. But I don't know if this is good enough either. Well, we're going to do it. I'm getting too low on time. This could be a mistake. If I can win these pawns, I just don't know if I can do that. G4. I guess I could have taken that earlier. I didn't see that. Rook to b8 takes d7 here. Oh, he's gonna do that. Okay. Oh, no, that's the idea. Oh, man. I have no way to stop the pawn. I have no way to stop the pawn. Unbelievable. We're going to lose. There's nothing I can do about it. Man. I'm trying to, like, do something, but there's nothing to be done here. He just takes the rook. Or gets a queen. Doesn't really matter. Man, what a strong player. Yeah, I didn't play very good either, though. All right, let's resign and take a look. I don't think we played super great, but I'm going to blame the treadmill on this one. Yeah, 70. Eesh. Eesh. Let's see. I guess that's where we went wrong. No, actually, that's not too bad. It's not too bad. All right, so where was the big mistake at then? Bishop e3, a little bit better. Okay. A3. Yeah, see, what I totally missed this e5 knight d4 idea. I thought the knight was trapped. If I would have noticed that, then I don't know. I think I would have had a better chance here. Yeah, that was the problem. I didn't see that idea. And then sacrificing probably. Oh, actually, it wasn't that bad. Let's see. Yeah, if I would have noticed rook takes g7 right away. Because then I have this idea of pushing the g-pawn. Yeah, it's hard to say. It's hard to say. Yeah, once he got this in, then it was I had a hard time stopping the pawn. I didn't realize it in time. Yeah. Okay. Treadmill gambit didn't work that time. Let's try it again. Secret winner 64. Secret winner. Hey, but let's not forget. Let's not forget. We beat the rice cooker, so can't really complain. All right. Spotting me 15 seconds there. Let's get the knights out. A6, yeah, I don't like this line because it stops me from playing bishop b5. I really don't like it. Let's go g3. We'll turn it into a King's Indian setup. Bishop g2. We'll castle. And d3. So this is the typical King's Indian setup. I'm not sure if black's going to castle this way. Let me play a4. I'm going to chase my knight back, and I'm going to go back here. I could also go like this instead of this. Is that better? Yeah, let's actually do that. The reason I'm going backwards is because now we're playing like a positional game, and I want the knight to go here. Let me go rook e1, line up on the king, so we stop this. I want to try to get my knight here now, since this pawn has moved forward. That could be a nice outpost for my knight, so I'm going to do one of these. Maybe even e5 here is good. Let's see, e5. Because I'm trying to stop this d5 move. That's what I'm really trying to stop. I could go bishop f4. Let me go bishop f4, actually. Because bishop f4, if you play e5, then you've given me this d5 square. And then my knight jumps in, right? So yeah, okay, perfect. So I could even go here, actually. So now that we've locked up the center, look at this. Look at these squares. These squares are weak, okay? Because before, when you had the pawn on e6, you could play d5, which would take this, and if I try to take, you could take back. But now you can't do that. So I'm going to take it, and my knight's coming in somewhere. My knight's jumping in, and I'm going to try to use the fact that I have two knights. Black only has one knight. See if we can make this work for us. Basically, I'm saying this bishop on f6 is no good anymore. Yeah, he's going to try to play d5 and open things up. So I really want to prevent that. So let's go knight c4. If you do it right now, takes, there might be a tactic with the bishop. Yeah, there might be a tactic with the bishop. Okay, can we do it? Can we stop that from happening? 93. 93, he's going to go here. Then I could try to get my other knight around. Do I have a better way to stop that? '97, definitely. What am I going to do after 97? Is c4 a move I want to play? Is it a move I want to play? Of course, he could en passant, but then it opens up the b file. If he doesn't en passant, I don't actually know if I want that or not, because I kind of like the c4 square. I could play a5 so that my knight has a nice place to jump to later. It keeps the bishop stuck. So that's a good move, I think. Also try to get this knight over there. That's really where I would want this knight to be if I could put it there. Question is, do I have time for that? Awesome, Ryan. Good to hear it. That's great. Joshua, nice. Up to the high 900s from 750. Fantastic. That's great. Just crossed 1,000, and the 1,500 guy drops on your birthday. Hey, nice. There you go. Do I know if the queen sack for the knight and the rook in your Scandi game has a name? Good question. I don't. I'm not sure about that. It's new to me. I mean, I say it's new to me. People have been playing it. So I don't know if there's a video going around or if people are just finding that or what. But yeah, it's definitely people have been playing it, but I don't know what it's called. Let me see. How far have I walked? 3/10 of a mile. I'm going to up the speed because that's not very much. Let's jump it up a little bit here. All right, now we're moving. Now we're moving. I don't know if our opponent is just having a really deep think here or we lost them because I feel like they've been thinking for several minutes, which is a bit weird in this position. I thought they were just going to play 97. I don't know what's going on. No, knight to d4. Okay, wow, that was a 3.5-minute think in a 10-minute game. Okay, can I just kick that knight away? That's what I want to do. Probably take with the queen, bring the queen over to the king side here. Okay. Do we lock it up? I really like that I have the knight. Let's do it. Let's do it. Bishop might see some action on this diagonal. If we trade these guys, I'm definitely happy. My knight is so much better than that bishop, right? So that's going to be good news. What I don't want to do is allow this. I don't want to allow that trade. But let's jump in here. I think I might want to walk my king over this way. And then try to attack on the king side, I think is the plan. Okay. So we go back. Then we go king here. Probably bring the rooks over. See, he's trying to trade that bishop for this knight. I do not want to let that happen. Do not want to let that happen. Yeah, I think that's a good trade for me. Now, can we get rid of the bishop? That's the question. Can we get rid of the annoying bishop and get my knight back to d5? If so, we're in good shape. So this is probably the moment. g5, look at this. If we get g5 in, yeah. Of course, if he goes g5, we go h5. So what's he going to do? What are they going to do? f6. Aha, okay. Queen G3? Oh, but they want to go here. I just noticed that. They could just play there. I just totally missed that. They could just play bishop f4. Then I have to trade the knight for the bishop. Wow. Ugh. Yeah, I didn't see that. All right, I still want my king over here so I can use my rooks. But yeah, bishop f4, look at that. Now, I could put my... Hold up. I could put my knight here. Or I just go for d5, let him trade it. That's just so unfortunate. That's so unfortunate. I probably should do it, though. Yeah, man. Okay. I wonder if we could create any pressure on this f-pawn. I'm going to do it. I'm going to try to create pressure here and maybe even use this to play d4 if I need a break. Okay, king, he's trying to run. I think we want to definitely try to triple battery up here. Really put the pressure on that. I don't want to let that happen and some rook sneak in here, so let's just stop that. We can play d4 if we need to break things open. Okay, if I don't take that... Actually, could I get away with this? Put the queen there, play d4 at some point? Huh. Or just go over here and target this. It's hard to say, actually. Let's take it. Oh, he might take with a queen. I just noticed that. No, but then this is pretty... I don't know what he's going to do. I don't know. Okay. What a weird game. If he takes this, though, then I can infiltrate on this diagonal, right? So that's kind of an annoying move. Queen here, maybe we can go to really increase the pressure. Or queen f3. We still have that d4 break if we want to sacrifice a pawn right now because it's... Okay, he does take. Interesting. We'll take this way. We're going to try to swing over here now. And invade like this. How does black stop that? How does black stop that? I guess they could put their queen there. No, all right, let's go queen. You know what? I could play queen h1, actually. Queen h1 keeps the pressure and still threatens to invade. Okay, so there's not really a reason to put it here because I don't want to do that anyway. Yeah, this is the way. Okay, so that's the immediate threat, right? That's a... Actually... No, it's going to lead to winning some pawns. Yeah, so black has a problem. But all of these pawns are the problem, essentially, once the queen comes in, right? Okay, so he defends. He stops this. I think I want to go here, but the question is it worth this? Could also just go here and really just try to... Ah, Queen G7. Is that a win or a loss if that happens? Here, Queen G7 takes, king here. Ooh, also this move. Because if I take this and he's able to bust through here, that's maybe not good for me. I could go here, but then H5. Ooh, what a wild position. I don't know what to do. Queen here. King F3 is a move also to be able to defend over here. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should just defend. Because my queen's definitely in the better position. So as long as I don't let anything happen. Yeah, like, what if I just do this? Or even just leave it. Just leave it. Queen here, maybe. Queen here, queen there. Takes here, there. That would be winning. So queen here. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Okay, we'll take this one. He no longer can go Queen G7 because we trade and take the pawn. You've got to watch out for some stuff like this. Yeah, this should be winning. This should be winning, right? Okay, trying to get tricky here. Check. That would be mate if it comes up, so it has to go back. I could even take this with check if I want. Or go here and push this. Or just take this guy. Maybe I just take. Because this pawn's not going anywhere. Okay. I think I just want to kind of open up his king here. Uh-huh. Okay. I can actually just take this. I can actually just take this. He doesn't have any great checks. Yeah, you could do that, but I'll just go back here. And there we go. There we go. Forced to trade. We got the extra pawns. Win the game. All right. Not gonna lie, it's tricky walking this fast. It's tricky. All right, let's see. How did we do? How did we do? 92. Okay. It's not bad. That's not bad. A weird game, though. It was a weird game. Right here, I thought I was so much better. Yeah, this bishop f4 move was... I didn't see that. I think this move right here actually gave me a lot of good chances. Because normally, right, like normally you don't want to double up your pawns. But in this case, it opens up a file. Happens to be the only file on the board that my pieces can use, right? So that's one thing. The other thing is it actually gives me an option to play d4 if I need to bust open the center. If you imagine if I take with the queen, I can never do that, right? I can never play d4 here. So it's one of those situations where the Stockfish agrees. This was the better way to do it. So, and then we were able to kind of take advantage of that, sort of. I don't think black should have taken, because if they didn't open up that diagonal, like let's say they just play I don't know. What if they just move their rook or something? Could I really bust through in a position like this? Well, that way I take there. So they would have to play h6. Yeah, maybe I was still actually busting through. Maybe it was better than I thought for me. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, when I say walking fast, I mean walking fast while I'm playing chess. No, the speed is like not even 2, it's like 1.8, but it's pretty quick when you're trying to like move the mouse and think and focus on the game. So that's what I meant. I didn't mean like this is as fast as I'm able to walk. All right, guys. I think I'm getting tired. I think this is a good place to stop. Don't forget Breaking 1500. July 15th, it's going to be open for 5 days. So if you're serious about improving and you're kind of stuck, that's a great place to start. Yeah, we did it. We beat the rice cooker, so I'm happy. It was a good night. Let me see if I'm at a mile yet. Oh, 0.8. I'm going to go for 1 mile. I'm going to talk for 0.2 miles of walking here. Let me read some chat over here. Negative speed, yeah. There you go. Put the treadmill on incline to keep climbing. Ramp it up to 7. Yeah, sprinting. We'll invent a new type of chess. Sprinting chess. You have to run at 7 on the treadmill while you play. That might actually be kind of interesting, honestly. Let's see. .9. I think we're close. I don't actually know how fast this thing goes. Let me crank it up a little bit here. We're at 3 right now. 3.4. 3.8. 4.2. Now I'm like speed walking. I'm really walking fast. 4.6. Oh man. Oh yeah, this would be so super challenging. I don't think we're gonna do that. Wow. Okay. What do I think about the Dutch defense? When does it fall off? I don't think it falls off that quickly. I think you could use that for quite a while. Maybe like 22, 2400 range. Thanks, Andrew. Appreciate it. All right, I'm going to slow down. This is very fast. Whew, I think we're at a mile. All right, guys. That's it. See you next time. And stay sharp. Play smart. Take care.